This is my pool and hot tub water management system, which I use to automatically fill my pool and my hot tub when the water levels get below a certain threshold. Right now I don't have it hooked up to the hot tub, I just have it connected to the pool. So I've got the main unit here, which has a transformer in there which steps down 120 volts AC to 24 volts AC, which is used by the two valves. And the transformer also isolates the circuitry from the 120 volts, so it's safe. Plus it's also on a ground fault circuit interrupter circuit, so we don't have to worry about any electrical hazards there. It's all low voltage. And basically there's just a water level sensor. It's a float with a switch inside, and it's all waterproof. And I put that inside a bunch of PVC pipe and put it on my skimmer. And on the top there's a little weep hole, so you don't get an airlock inside. And right now it's dripping wet because we had a big rainstorm last night, so it's overfull, and the water just drips out of the hole. So there's no chance of the water coming on now because we're over our threshold for filling. And this feeds from a hose that comes from my spigot to the two valves, to that manifold, and then, like I said, the one hose goes up and goes towards the pool. And the other one goes to the hot tub, which I haven't hooked up. So the first switch is a power switch, off, reset. If the system times out, if the water is filling for more than an hour, it times out and shuts off the water, so in case something went wrong, because it's rather than wasting water. And then you'd have to shut the switch off for 10 seconds, let the circuit power down, and then flip it back on and give it a second to reset. So that's an extra feature I put in there. So the second switch is the manual auto switch. It's in auto mode now. So if I want to manually put on water, I throw the switch down, and you can see it starts filling the pool manually. Now I only had two switches available at the time, so the switch modes to the other hot tub, you just flip it up and back down and switch it. You just toggle back to the pool, up and down, and when you want it back to auto, you just flip the switch up and it's back in auto mode. So you can see here is the float sensor that I haven't hooked up yet to the hot tub. And it's just a reed switch with a magnet, and it's all water sealed. So when the water level drops, there's a filter in it because this is bobbing up and down, so to keep the water from going on and off, it's cycling. It filters out. So it turns on the hot tub water, and when the water fills and it's stable, it's not bouncing around too much, the water shuts off automatically. So it's the same thing with the pool. So let me show you what I've got inside here. Take the screw off. Okay, so I got the power switch, the mode switch, and in there, maybe you can see that. Focus it a little better. There we go. I got our Adafruit Trinket, and over there's the transformer on the top, full wave bridge rectifier there in the center, and I've got a 24 volt to 5 volt regulator for the Adafruit Trinket, some filter caps, and the transistors that control the water valves. So the Trinket is constantly monitoring. I even have a circuit in there where I monitor the temperature of the Adafruit Trinket, because it's got a built-in thermocouple or some kind of temperature measuring device, so I can measure the ambient air. And if the water gets cold enough, I can put on a heater. I just put like a 10 ohm resistor on these, or a 33 ohm resistor underneath the solenoids to warm them. But I don't use that because it turns out I just don't even run this in cold weather, so I decided not to hook up that circuit. Because I take this out in the winter and drain it. But I've taken each valve and I've coated them with 3 coats of liquid electrical tape, and that keeps them waterproof because they really weren't waterproof. These were like $8 valves I got from Adafruit, and I soldered them and then coated them up with electrical. God, I can't. Liquid electrical tape, and that keeps them waterproof. So that's pretty much it. If you like, please comment. If you want the code or schematics on it, comment, and I'll be sure to send them to you. So like, subscribe, share. Thank you.